Today we're making cosmic brownies. So like everything you see here is everything we're going to be using. All-purpose flour, pure cane granulated sugar, light brown pure cane sugar, unsweetened bacon cocoa, chocolate sprinkles. Don't judge me, I have to sample. Yeah, they're good. So we also have Land O'Lakes heavy whipping cream, and Land O'Lakes unsalted butter. We have cage-free organic large brown eggs, pure vanilla extract, and semi-sweet chocolate chips. So first I have to measure out 4 ounces of these. So we first gotta make sure that this is in ounces. Yeah, it's in ounces. So this is our bowl. We use plastic. Okay, so I pressed this button right here. It says tear. So like that sets it to 0. Position value. So I'll take my semi-sweet chocolate chips. This whole bag has about 12 ounces. Push them all down. Take my scissors and make a small slit right there so I don't get too much. First I have to sample though. Those are good. Oh, went a little over. So if you go over, take enough. We just got rid of the excess weight. We went a little over, so we put them back into the bag. But of course I had to eat a few. So now it's back to exactly 4 ounces. So now we're going to get our bowl. So I accidentally cut a little bit off camera. So we just looked, and you need to get a microwave safe bowl. I'm going to pour in my chocolate first. So now I have like no chocolate left. And I'll cut up the rest of this butter, get that a little more even. And pop it all into there. And then I will microwave it. So I need like an 8x8 pan. Ours is a little bigger. You also have to make sure you preheat the oven by 350 degrees and put in about 10 ounces of butter and mix it with chocolate for
10 ounces, 10 tablespoons.
I mean 10 tablespoons of butter, and then microwave it for increments of 30 seconds. So we just finished making the chocolate. This is what it looks like. So that was our butter and chocolate mixture. It took us about 90 seconds to get it completely mixed. Remember, use 30-second intervals, and then after each interval, make sure you mix it. So now we're going to measure out some sugar, half a cup. And since we kind of cut down on sugar, we're also going to do half a cup of light brown. So I'm a little nervous to open up that one, and my grandma told me to use this sugar, so I'm going to use it. It's still granulated, don't worry. So let's put that in. Okay, so that's our sugar. Now dump it in. Don't want to spill any. It completely covered the bottom of the bowl. So now we're going to do the light brown cane sugar. Same amount as we did here. So let's open it. Okay, so never mind, and it kind of feels like clay. So you don't really need to do that. I just have to take a little sample.
Stop eating. Stop eating.
That's good. So now I'm going to add the eggs. I'm going to do it in a separate bowl, just in case of shells. Looks like the preheating's done. Yeah, that's definitely pretty much done. So here are 2 large brown eggs. Just dump that in there. And I'm gonna put in my whisks. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix that real quick. So keep on mixing that if you did it first. So then you're going to want to blend the eggs, the 2 large brown eggs, and the brown sugar and normal and plain sugar, well, granulated, and mix it together so it's about a pale-ish liquid. So I'm going to be doing that. Since we finished mixing the eggs, cane sugar and light brown cane sugar, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so there's our vanilla, and I'm going to pour it in. And now I'm going to mix in the vanilla. I'm going to put it on one of the lower settings. Oh, and while you're doing that, I'm going to just do that real quick. Slowly mix in your chocolate with 1 hand. Make sure it's still warm. I added in all the chocolate, and I placed the bowl. And make sure you mix it all in until you see no more weight in the batter. So this is what it should look like. So now we just finished that, and we're going to add in the flour. So we used 1 thing of 1/2 cup and another 1/4 cup. So now we're just going to sift it all in with this handy sifter I gave my grandma for Christmas one year. So I'm almost done sifting. So then make sure you have 1 of these to help fold it. So once you're done folding, add in
1/4.
1/4 or 1/4 of cocoa and of baking cocoa powder. So I'm done with that. So now I'm gonna fold it all in. Make sure there's no sneaky pockets. Okay, so this part is optional. Once I'm done folding, I'm going to add in some of the chocolate rainbow coated sprinkles. Yes, that's quite of a mouthful. Okay. So we forgot to add the salt in, so it's 1/4 of a tablespoon.
Teaspoon.
Teaspoon, I mean, of salt. I'm just going to use my fingers to help put in the last of it. So here it is. I'm just going to add it in. My fault, I forgot about the salt. So now let's continue folding. And yes, if you want to, you can add in some of the sprinkles. Okay, so once you finish, for experimentation, you pour it in there. And for experimentation, I hid in some like 1 full tablespoon of the sprinkles. There's 2 right there. If you can't see them, sorry. They're really colorful, and I think there's another one right there. So there will be little chunks in this, and those little chunks will be the sprinkles. So they'll be like little fun surprises. So now I'm going to just pour it all in there. Make sure I get in all the sprinkles too. So they look good. And they taste good too, okay? Okay, so off camera, my grandma helped me get some of the batter out. Thanks, Grandma. And now I'm kind of just smoothing it out. So just smooth it. It looks nice and smooth. So now we're going to put it in the oven. Okay, I'm going to be careful since I'm just like a kid. Okay, so slide that in there. And
why don't we close the door?
Grandma, help. So you already saw some of these ingredients yesterday. So now we're going to make the ganache. This is the brownie. It looks really good. So like when we're going to decorate it, we're going to take it out, but that's for later. So first we're going to take about either 1/4 or 1/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. We opened it off camera and put it in the microwave until its boiling point. So let's do that. It looks like milk. Grandma, doesn't that look like milk to you? So I added a bit more to make up for the bit I lost right there. So now I'm going to put it into here. Like that. So I'll start with like
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute. So that's what's happening, and the chocolate is in about a 3/4 cup glass bowl for our little small mixing bowl. And you might be wondering how many sprinkles we add. We just added it in generously after everything is done and the chocolate has a little bit of time to cool down so they don't melt. And then once they're on there, you can even sprinkle a little extra on top.
Which is pour over.
Ouch, that was hot. So this was after like 1 minute. I saw it boiling. Ouch, that's hot. I'm gonna take that.
Just pour over chocolate chips.
Just pour that on. And I'm gonna take a small spoon and just mix it. Oh, that's already starting to melt.
And we need to wait for about 1 minute.
For the chocolate to cool down. But after we completely mix it all together. So now you just take the ganache and spread it around, just like that. Turns out you do it in the paper. I thought you had to do it in a plate.
No, paper still keeps the shape.
I'd like it to have been in a plate though. And we don't even have the right tool to spread it with. It's not. Okay, so we couldn't really record like spreading out the ganache a bit, moving it to here, putting on the sprinkles, because my grandma got a little busy. So but I like kind of sprinkled it like that at first, and then I kind of like shook it on. So first yesterday we left the brownie in the fridge overnight, so how we got that, and it actually looks really nice. So how we got this recipe was by following the recipe from Butternut Bakery, and it was a recipe for homemade cosmic brownies by Jenna. So thank you for helping us make this delicious brownie, and have a good day.